Welcome all you Ace Frehley fans to the final installment of My Media Museum's Ace Frehley CD overviews. And we left off in the last episode with 2018 Spaceman. So we're picking up here with 2020's Origins Volume 2. And another great collage here on the cover. You'll notice he's actually got himself in some Kiss garb here. Which I thought was kind of funny, and because this was after he sold the image to Kiss, he wasn't going to use it anymore, but he did anyway. So not sure how that went over with Gene and Paul, but I never heard any more about it. So here, going over the track listing right out the gate, we've got Good Times, Bad Times, which is Led Zeppelin. Never in My Life, which was Mountain. Space Truckin', Deep Purple. I'm Down, The Beatles. Jumpin' Jack Flash, The Rolling Stones. Politician by Cream. Lola, which was The Kinks. Yeah, it took me a second there. 30 Days in the Hole, Humble Pie. Another awesome Jimi Hendrix one with Manic Depression. Kicks, which was done by Paul Revere and the Raiders. And We Gotta Get Out of This Place by the Animals. And then She Walks by Moonlight, which was an old Kiss song that I believe Ace Frehley, no, he didn't. It was Gene Simmons and Cornell someone. So, but it's a great song, and Ace does a really great version of it here. And then we got the disc here to show you. Let's straighten it all up so we can show you the disc. And underneath the disc, we've got another cool shot. And he's definitely in his Kiss costume there. No doubt about it. And then the inside cover there. And yeah, this is another one of those fold-out posters. He's got the cover here. Reproduced in poster form so you can hang it on your wall. I'm trying to give you a few close-ups of some of those shots that are a little harder to see on the cover itself. And the UFO there again. And then there's a really great rundown here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to capture all of it to where you could do some pausing and reading every bit of this, but you know, in this particular case, you're a big Ace Frehley fan, you should have this, and you can just pull your copy out and read it in that instance. This is more, you know, these overviews are more about showing off the graphics and you know, talking a little bit about some of the songs, some of the recordings, than it is about documenting every word of the credits or write-ups. So I'll give you a quick overview there. There's definitely going to be some pausing required if you want to attempt to read all of this, but he tells you about all the songs and why he selected them, and it's really, really fun read there. It's really cool. But that's all we're going to cover on that release for now. And then we're moving on to 2024's Bolts. And we have this on loan to the museum by my buddy Lance. Thanks to Lance once again for sharing with us. We got to see that blockbuster New York Groove promo disc, and we got to see the Wicked Lester sessions at the end of the Kiss video. Again, thanks to Lance. And the reason why I haven't got this yet, haven't picked up a copy, is because there's a lenticular copy that has the lightning bolts animated that you could get at Walmart. I went to 5 different local Walmarts on multiple occasions trying to find a copy of this, and I was never able to. So that's why I still do not have this in my, collection, my own personal collection. I will get it someday. I've just been a little bit lazy since Lance got it. We've listened to it a couple of times hanging out over at his place. It wasn't a real top priority for me. I was still trying to hold out for a couple of months to get that lenticular cover, and then it just kind of slipped by me. I even saw a YouTube video where Ace and his daughter went to Walmart and he bought like 5 copies, and I'm like, oh, maybe that's why I can't find a copy. Ace is running around buying them all up. But anyways, this was a really great release, and I hope you gave him a chance and picked this one up, because it's got a lot of great songs. We'll go over those when we get to the back cover. It'll be a little less difficult. This has all the lyrics here and some credits. So there again, like on the last one, I'm not going to try too hard to capture all this in too much detail. It's mainly just trying to show off the pictures and the artwork and stuff. But you might be able to do some pausing and reading if I don't get too blurred out on the edges or too fast on scrolling for you. But at least it gives you an idea of what to expect should you be willing to shell out the cash and pick yourself up a copy, which I have every intention of doing so at some point myself. I just haven't gotten there yet. Here's a shot of the disc itself. Kind of cool. I like the, kind of reminds me of Jackal, you know, with the razor blade. Not razor blade, the saw blade. But it's got a nice little collage of images here underneath the disc for us to see. And yeah, I really need to get around to, I guess I'll just get on Amazon, because I've never seen this for sale in any of the stores in my area, Walmart or otherwise. So it was really disappointing to me as an Ace fan. I usually pick his up, you know, as soon as I see them, as soon as they come out. But in this particular case, I was not able to. I got 10,000 Volts, Walking on the Moon, Cosmic Heart, Cherry Medicine, Back into My Arms Again, Fighting for Life, Blinded, Constantly Cute, Life of a Stranger, Up in the Sky, and Stratosphere. So, that is his most current, most recent release. And again, like I said, all thanks to Mr. Lance for letting me film that and share it with you. Now, I got a couple little bonus things here I wanted to show at the end. I got Wendy O. Williams release that Gene Simmons produced, and Ace does make an appearance on here. Let's see the back here, listed side A and B, and we'll get inside here, looking at it, and you'll see that Ace Frehley lead guitar on Bump and Grind, the second song on side 2. But you'll also notice that Paul Stanley plays guitar on Ready to Rock. Eric Carr plays the drums on Legends Never Die. That's kind of cool. Gene pulled in all the Kiss members to try and help Wendy O. Williams, and you know, she was the singer for the Plasmatics. If you didn't know that, I liked Wendy O. Williams. I thought she was a wonderful person. I didn't really appreciate the Plasmatics at the time, but punk is something. The Ramones, Plasmatics, a number of bands that I really got into after the fact, actually about 10-12 years ago. But hey, here's a couple of nice shots of the tape itself. But yeah, that's it's a good release. It's a real good release. Gene did a great job on it, and it was really cool that he brought in Ace, Paul, and Eric to also play on it. And just because we got a few minutes, I wanted to show this off again, and just briefly, because I want to talk about the fact that on Kissology, excuse me, get it right, Kissology, they released the European cut of this film, and at the time, Gene and Paul were not getting along with Ace, or they were upset with him for some reason. They cut out all of his dialogue, and he pretty much doesn't say anything in it. This tape here has the original version, as you would know it and remember it, with Ace's dialogue intact. So I'd love to see a DVD or Blu-ray release at some point put out, giving us the original version with all of Ace's dialogue. But until then, this is the only way that I'm aware of that you can get that original version, unfortunately. And simply because we've got a couple minutes left here in the episode, I wanted to go over this Wicked Lesters again. At the end of the Kiss CD, the end of the last episode of the Kiss CD overview that I did, I covered this. But what I didn't cover was I pulled out my old tape transfer, and there were some differences. There's a couple of songs different here. And you'll notice that they've got Ladies in Waiting listed as track 6, but it's actually Love Her All I Can, which I thought was interesting. And mine had Love Her All I Can. It has the same tracks in a slightly different order. Sweet Ophelia was spelled wrong, but I copied it straight off of the tape that I was given. I didn't know how to spell Ophelia. Apparently it starts with an O, not A. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out again real quick, just because we had a couple minutes, that they even got Ladies in Waiting is actually Love Her All I Can. So that's another reason why Lance has got this printout in his copy, giving him a correct track listing. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed all of that, and keep on rocking, and hopefully we'll get lots more music out of Ace. We're supposed to be getting Origins 3 next year in 2025, maybe sometime around his birthday, April 27th. He'll give us that. Who knows? But yeah, he was born in 1951, by the way. I meant to mention that when I was talking about the book that he released in 2011, and I just didn't get it out. Sometimes it's hard to focus on moving things around under the camera, what you're saying, and what you're talking about. It isn't an easy job to produce these videos to share with you guys. So if you've enjoyed it, please give me the thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. There'll be plenty more coming, and there's tons up there that you can view now. Have a wonderful day.